up, everyone? We've been in the truck for about 22 hours, so it's getting to that point where I guess it's time to talk to myself. So we're going to start our new series, which is called Truck Talks, and it's where you guys get to ask me anything. And I posted on my social medias, and we got a handful of questions, so I'll answer those questions for you. First question, let's see what we got. First question was, why did I choose MLF over Bass? Chose MLF, the Toyotas. I started out in the Toyotas, and the Toyotas just fit my schedule, and they're really well-run tournaments, and so are the invitationals. I fished the Toyotas for 2 years, and I finished third in the points and qualified for this, so that's kind of why I'm at where I'm at. I qualified for this and I earned a spot here, and honestly the whole MLF staff is awesome. The guys I fish against, I truly believe, are some of the best in the world. I mean, you look what they're doing on the BBT every year, from Matt Becker's rookie class to Matt Steffen, Ron Nelson, all those guys, my rookie season on the invitationals who qualified for the BBT, and then like guys like Drew Gill, Colby Miller. I mean, these guys are the next big thing, and I always want to be fishing against the best. I feel like that's how you get better, and so that's why I chose to be here. I truly believe that some of the best in the world are fishing the invitationals. I'm not saying that I wouldn't go to Bass. Everybody wants to make a Bassmaster Classic and wants to win a blue trophy, but for me it's just hard to go to the opens. There's really...
In 2 miles, take exit 362 AB to merge onto I-295 toward East Beltway.
It's really hard to make money in the opens, so it's another reason why for me I can't justify that right now. But maybe someday. But right now I'm really happy with MLF, and that's where I plan on being for the next few years anyways. I don't see any reason to leave. And the BBT's still working out things. I mean, they're only 5 years old. I mean, the Major League Baseball still changes rules, and the NFL still changes rules, and they're just trying to figure out their spot in the industry, and hopefully they'll figure that out. But right now the invitationals is where I'm at, and I'm happy here, so we're gonna keep fishing them. Next question. Hang on 1 second, we got a turn coming up here.
Use the right lane to take exit 362 AB to merge onto I-295 toward East Beltway.
But alright, so let's go to the next question. The next question, if I stop closing out of it. How does Florida fishing compare to fishing in Maine? I love coming down to Florida. I feel very at home. Like when we went to Okeechobee my rookie season, and now here at Kissimmee, I feel comfortable. At home we have a lot of grass, and fish relate the same way at home as they do down here, whether it's a transition in grass or just holes or grass edges. And like, we don't have any real mats, but we we can flip a lot of stuff at home, and I'm really comfortable doing that. I've made a lot of money at home doing that, and I'm really comfortable when I get down here. It's like home, but it's 70 degrees and sunny year round, and the fish are a lot bigger.
Use the right lane to keep right to merge onto I-295 South.
And the fish are a lot bigger, so that's how I'd say it's a lot like Maine. So the next question was, what event am I looking forward to the most this year? It'd have to be the St. Lawrence. I've been to the St. Lawrence twice in Toyota events and cashed checks in both. And the last time I was there, I finished 5th. The place is just, I mean, it's the best fishery in the country. It's giant smallmouth, and I'm a smallmouth guy, so anytime I'm there, I'm happy and smiling like a little schoolgirl. Let's see, what else we got for questions? What are the new rules with electronics this year in the invitationals? The new rules, so we did have a screen size rule, which they went back on and got rid of, but we are allowed to use 2 live transducers or a 360. They put the 360 in the live transducer category. I don't know if I actually like that rule. A 360 is an imaging unit and not a live unit, but I can kind of see the argument in it too. So I actually have all 3 on my boat. I have a perspective view and a forward facing and my 360. So I'm allowed in practice to run all 3, and then come tournament time, I have to figure out which one I want to get rid of. I'll always have one in forward, and then I'll have to decide if I want to lose my 360 or lose my perspective view. So that's the new rule with all that there. Can't think of any others. So the other rule is we can fish with it on day 1 and day 3, and you got to shut off all live imaging transducers on day 2. I'm kind of excited about that. I love scope, and I don't think we should ever get rid of scope, but I got to where I am without scope. I've only had scope for 4 years, maybe 3. I'm comfortable with it. I feel like I'm not Drew Gill with it, but I'm really good with it. But I'm excited to, especially down here, pick up my big 8-foot rod and an 1.5 ounce weight and go flip that around and not be staring down at my screen all day. So that should be fun this year. Let's see what else. What are the best features of my boat and motor and setup? I mean, I'm running my same Z21 Pro XL again this year with a Merc on it. I mean, Merc owns the freshwater industry. That V8 4-stroke is an absolutely amazing motor. And I absolutely love my nitro. My favorite thing on the boat this year, though, is probably the new Fish Obsessed mounts that I threw on there, the Dominator mounts. When we are using our live transducers, you want to be as efficient as you can, and those Dominator mounts allow me to make those micro adjustments with my transducers be able to see my bait hit the water and follow it all the way down. So I'm constantly being as efficient as possible. Whereas before, without the mount, there was spots where I'd lose my bait. I might not be able to see it hit the water, or if I kicked my transducer up so I could see it hit the water, I'd lose it like 4 or 5 feet down, and then again in like 20 feet down. And you'd lose that, where these micro adjustments, I can get the best of everything and get the best image possible to be efficient. And honestly, the Z21 is my second season with it, and I've had that thing in some giant water. It's a great ride.
2 miles, keep left.
It's a great ride, and I've been really happy with the boat, so I'm just looking forward to getting out there and starting the season. Hopefully we start it off right. Let's see, we'll do one more question. Do I predict that live sonar will play a big role in this tournament, and why? That it could. It may. I mean, there's the nice thing. This isn't like Okeechobee, where everything's shallow ditches and grass mats and flipping reeds and throwing chatterbaits and grass and rattle traps. There is actually an offshore bite here at Kissimmee, and I'm sure someone will find that offshore bite and be able to utilize it. I'd say it's probably 50-50 in the top 10 of guys using it and guys not using it. I think that the one day without it, I think a lot of guys are just gonna focus on fishing with it.
2 lanes to keep left.
I think that the one day without being allowed to use our live sonar, guys are gonna focus their entire practice on just not using it, just to be more efficient, because there's definitely gonna be a bite where it doesn't play at all anyways.
Keep left.
It's 2025.
2 miles, take exit 58 on the left onto State Road 9B south toward St. Augustine.
It's 2025, and someone's gonna find him using it, so we'll see. Let's do one more. What is my preferred flipping setup? My favorite, I have 2 rods that I like. If I'm flipping matted vegetation, I really like the Dobbins Champion 805 on a Revo Rocket with 65-pound braid. That 805 has enough tip that I can allow those heavy weights to hit the water softly and not spook fish when I'm flipping at them 5, 10, 15 feet in front of me. The other setup that I use a lot is a Caden series. It's a 765 flip. That rod is just anything. I use that basically flipping anything from 3/4 down to probably you could get away with a quarter, 3/8, a quarter, somewhere in there. It's a pretty stiff rod, but it's just an awesome flipping rod. It's got great feel. It's light. It's well balanced, and that's my setup. And I'd use a Revo Rocket on that. And then I always try to get away with 20, 25-pound fluoro, unless I'm in heavy mats with that heavy weight. I'll go to 50 to 65-pound braid, and that's my setup with that. But thanks for all the question, guys. Hopefully we get there soon, and have a great week. I'm really looking forward to getting the season kicked off. It's been cold and snowing and everything's iced up at home, so it's 73 degrees here right now, and I'm excited to get on the nitro and get on the water. So make sure you guys all like and subscribe to the YouTube page and Instagram and Facebook, and comment as much as possible. It helps me out a lot. So I'll catch you all in the next one.